Hi guys, it's Abendix here. As you can see, I finally added proper splits to my live split. They are managed by a visual auto split program from Tofu. I have linked the tool in description and I might do a tutorial in the future on how to set it up. The tool worked well, except I had set up some settings the wrong way, so the splits messed up later in the run. I managed to fix them after the run, and comparing to my 29:44 run, most of my splits were much better. I got the time down to about 28 minutes with some new strats and by tidying up some mistakes. Mephisto 5, for example, got much faster compared to what it was before. Normally you are supposed to only use your bow for the fight. The bow is good since Mephisto tries to jump away from you if you are too close to him. However, after shooting a couple arrows, you have to wait for the bow to recharge to be able to use it again. To combat this, I started using melee in addition to using the bow. Now the fight is a little bit harder but much more efficient since you can make most out of your time instead of just standing there. Mephisto still had some problems in this run since I haven't really gotten used to using melee on him, but the fight will improve in future runs. At 10 minutes and 30 seconds, you would normally spend a couple seconds chopping down the tree and then waiting for it to fall. I found out that you can just skip cutting the tree and jump under it. In this run, I failed the trick and it costed me some time, but if you succeed on doing it, the trick is definitely faster than the normal way. The trick is quite minor, but I wanted to mention it since those minor tricks end up cutting down the time by a lot when counted together. Previously, my runs would often die at 14 minutes when the TNT barrel would bug out and now work properly. I however managed to find a way to skip the TNT barrel bug. As the pressure plate not working together with the TNT barrel is what causes the bug, I now just keep using the pressure plate. This can be done by just jumping on top of the barrel and shooting the stone block with an arrow. Even though the arrow just hits the side and not the rope, it still triggers the stone block to drop down, allowing me to push the TNT barrel all the way to the cave entrance. This way I won't have to deal with the bug at all, and it also ends up being a little bit faster if you succeed on doing it. In the run, I got it after messing it up, but this will also improve in the future when I get used to the proper way of doing it. In my last video, I talked about the cutscene bug at around 18 minutes. The bug basically causes you to get soft locked if you try skipping that specific cutscene. With the cutscene bug still existing, I have started to just go for a safe strategy. The safe way is not skipping the whole cutscene, but just the part of the end. The run would be faster if I could skip the whole thing, but since there is a quite high chance of the cutscene bugging out and forcing me to load from a checkpoint, I don't want to risk it. If it ends up being fixed, my time will cut down by a lot. Currently in the run, 2-player mode is something you have to use if you decide to skip the fire content and just finish the run by using a torch instead. As this is much faster, I am forced to use the 2-player mode in multiple places, and improvement in any of these is a time saver. The longest part where you have to play with 2 players is the Poison Cloud Cave. The cave requires you to control both players to move forth, and since you want to avoid fighting enemies, you have to try to kill them by exploding the clouds. When you are forced to do this at the same time as you are controlling a second player, it gets quite tricky. This creates some downtime for the run since I have to just focus in just moving the other player. A way for me to improve this part is just doing it over and over again. So as with any other trick, it will improve over time. When fighting the final boss, Willow Husk, the fight starts with you killing his eyes. After doing that, the thorns appear 3 times. For the third set of thorns, the killable head spawns on either the left or the right side of the screen. As I am using a torch and I don't have access to the fire gauntlet, I can't just shoot the head, so I have to melee it. Before, I just stood on one side of the screen and waited for the heads to spawn there. Sometimes it could even take until the 5th set of taunts for it to appear on the correct side. I decided that on normal I have so much health for the fight I can just risk it and stand in the middle of the screen. Then when I see the head spawn, I dash to that side and hit the head on the 3rd set of vines. I might take some damage when moving through the taunts, but if I'm careful, the amount ends up being so little for normal. It doesn't matter. Overall, the run as a whole has improved a lot. After retiming the run for the correct splits, I got the time of 28 minutes and 1 second. For the current best splits I have done, the best time would be 27 minutes and 41 seconds. From there, I can most likely get the time down to 27 minutes and 30 seconds. Currently, a sub 27 times is maybe even impossible. I will have to see if I find any new strats, but with the current ones I still have a lot of time to cut, so predicting the best possible time is just saying what seems reasonable for me at this time, and that could change any day if something new is found. I also forgot the in-game timer for the run, but same as last time, the end time still shows, so to not forget it in the future, I toggle it on after the run. I hope you enjoyed this small monologue about the run, and if you did, be sure to let me know. Thanks for watching.